instead of 15 minutes, I took about 25 minutes to write this show. I'm playing with parameters here. Yeah. So let's see if this goes a little bit better. See if you can spot the diff.
I feel like you might need to start doing them like across the week or on the weekend or some other thing. Because right before is going to be tough.
I think this is going to be just fine. I might be damp, but I have a cheerful character. This is episode 417 of Insert Credit, a video game discussion chat show in no ways horrible, except for our buzzer. I'm Alex Jaffe, and something benign that I enjoy, that I know many others do not enjoy, is those little waxy Tootsie Roll candies.
I'm Frank Cifaldi, and something benign that I enjoy, that I don't necessarily think others enjoy. Did I get that mostly right?
That's about right, yeah.
I sniff every piece of paper or book that is handed to me and get a big old whiff of paper.
Each page?
I like sniffing paper. No, I mean, like if I get a book, object. I'll like kind of fan the pages under my nose, you know?
Oh, that's
not
nice.
Literally every piece of paper, but you know, anything that I've determined is sniffable, which is most books.
Where do you get the best book smell?
Let me think about that. I just got at the half price books. I got this like hardcover Spider-Man graphic novel from I believe 1990. I think it's called Spirits of the Earth. He's in Scotland. It's painted. It's pretty beautiful. It smells like a library, not an antique store, but a library. Like walking through a library, and it's a really nice smell. So that's my recommendation.
I think the newer, glossier graphic novels have a different smell than those newsprint
absolutely.
graphic novels, though.
It's not. Yeah. It's not a good smell. It's fine.
Yeah,
but it's not. It doesn't tickle the brain the way that Spider-Man: Spirits of the Earth tickles the brain.
That's a good
little adventure in Scotland fighting ghosts.
Yeah,
I'm Ash Parrish, and I can't think of anything that cool, benign, and weird off the dome, because some stuff is too weird and some stuff is just too benign.
Well, if it's benign, I think it shouldn't be weird.
Right,
so
I
think too benign is the way to go.
Like, do you like clipping your nails? Like you get, that's pretty benign.
Yeah, that's benign, but like, I don't know. The only thing that I can think of is something that I like that I know other people, but it's other people around me don't like, is Fireball. For some reason, nobody likes Fireball.
The whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty benign I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very average. It's not a controversial take.
Yeah. I'm not saying Malort or anything.
Yeah, I think most of us are just like, oh, that masks it. You know,
right.
But if you like enjoy it, it's like, oh, okay. Sure.
Must be for someone.
Nobody around me likes that.
More for you.
More for you, indeed.
Exactly.
I'm Brandon Sheffield, and a benign thing I like that not everybody else does, Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh, yeah.
She's
rocks.
pretty benign. Not everybody likes her music, though, which is fair. I can't imagine anyone getting upset either way.
Right.
Really?
Perfect. Just like the Fireball. Just like, I mean, some people think it's weird that I sniff paper, but I think they should just like dig their own hole.
Yeah, not that. The thing that weirds me out with paper is people who have to lick their fingers to turn a page every time.
That's gross. Yeah.
I was watching some like Blu-ray commentary, and there was a guy who was showing off like all these movie memorabilia that he had, and he was showing off this book, and he was showing it and then licking his finger and turning a page, licking his finger and turning a page, and then being like, this is the only copy of this. Lick my finger, turn the page.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's
stop
no
doing
good.
that then.
That's no good.
Stop doing that.
There's like a whole culture of people who like to sniff cars. There's like a name for it. And I think smelling books is a lot more understandable than that to me.
Tell me more about the name for the people who sniff cars.
You know, like a new car smell. It's like a thing that people talk about in culture.
It's called autoeroticism.
I thought there was like some taxonomy that I wasn't aware of.
All right.
And we're only talking about new cars. I don't know if there's like used car sniffers.
Used car
smell.
I
don't know if there's vintage car smells.
I love the smell of melted crayon that you get on old leather seats.
No, someone's got to be into that.
Yeah, somebody's into it.
I've got a question for you all about video games. May I ask it? Can I have your consent?
No.
Oh, sure.
Okay,
Whoa,
then
Ash is out
this
this week.
episode is over. Thank you for listening to Insert Credit. Let's go ahead and toss this one off.
All
And
right.
Ash, if you don't want to participate, that's fine.
We're going to
toss
toss
one
off,
off.
everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn them out and toss them off. How, if at all, should video game distribution services be screening submissions of video games?
Video game
yeah.
distribution services, define your terms.
Like Steam.
Like
Okay.
Steam and whatnot. Yeah, this is coming up because Santa Ragione, the Italian developer, they worked together with another person to make a game called Horses, which Steam has banned and has also banned them from publishing future things because they perceived it as having child pornography in it. And the thing that that's the most likely reason. And the thing that
That
they
is
thought,
absolutely the reason.
yeah,
Well, they didn't explicitly say that.
And
so
they
we're-
won't, but that's the reason.
and the thing that was depicted as that was a young child riding on the back of a naked man who has a horse head, because in this game the horses are humans wearing horse masks. And it's like a weird art game thing. I did see an interesting note today about the duality of this sort of decision, or the arbitrary nature of this sort of decision, because this was a non-sexual scene, but in South Park, the Stick of Whatever, which you can buy on Steam right now for $30, there's a scene where one of the South Park children is miniaturized and is on the bed of two adults who are having sex, and young South Park child has to avoid a giant nutsack during the sex act in order to proceed. And so there's some sort of a I know it when I see it sliding scale going on with this stuff.
You see, Brandon, I see why you would make this mistake, but the thing you have to understand about South Park is that they offend everybody.
Right.
And that
fine.
makes it okay.
That's right. That's right. Having opinions is wrong, and so they had to go with that. But anyway, it's like how much should they get involved? The fact is they own it and they're allowed to. It sucks, but it is true. They can make whatever arbitrary decisions they choose because it is their private platform ultimately. It's just a shame that it goes down that way sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's reminding me in my own work of, I might have even mentioned this on this show. I definitely did during my GDC talk this year. I was trying to rescue material from a game studio that was closing down. And before I could do that, the actual owners of that material found out and took it and shredded. And it was stuff like from the 90s, just kind of innocuous stuff. But the thing is, I can't get mad at the rights holder because they're just doing their job of being a fiscally and legally conservative business. And that's kind of how I felt reading this with Steam, where it's just like, well, yeah, it's just like Steam has automatons essentially in place that go, this is legally risky because child porn, just get rid of it. And, I can even see it being that, like, we can't set the precedent of doing individual re-examinations because we'll just do that for the end until the end of time on child porn. Like I can see that argument, but like Brandon's saying, and I agree, it still sucks. I don't know enough about this content to know if I agree with where their sliding scale is or whatever on the content, but it just sucks.
Yeah, I think in this case, if it had been more humorous and less artsy, then it probably would have gotten through. Or even just like if it were anime, it would have been fine. Like those Hyperdimension Neptunia games. The first one starts off with all these underage girls who are game consoles being molested by cables, and that's fine. You can buy that anywhere. It's just, but because Horses is kind of like realistic looking and dark. A child riding on the shoulders of a naked man, they could see. I'm sure they could like see that in a conservative news outlet or something, and then be like, well, But it is weird how arbitrary it is. I'm sure it was down to whoever made that decision, and then they just stuck with it because it's certainly the easier thing to do than to try to defend it, But the fact that the devs then changed it to be a 20-year-old riding on the shoulders now, so it has not been a child for some time. That feels like, okay, why can't this be appealed? That's where I start to blame the platform a little more, because if they didn't like something and you changed it to be something that is now acceptable, why can't it go back? Why can't it be there?
Right.
Yeah.
People change movies to get different ratings all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. And we do it with video games too. It's like, oh, ESRB saw there was an alcohol reference. I'm going to remove the word beer and replace it with root beer. Like, you could do that.
I do wonder if there's some level of vindictiveness, given that their prior game was an Epic Store exclusive.
It's possible.
That seems to imply a level of thought that I don't think Steam
I
applies to these
I think that
decision
Epic would
making.
apply that kind of logic, but I don't know that Steam.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It just sucks. In conclusion, it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
Oh, by the way, that game is coming out on itch and Epic Store like the day after this podcast comes out. So
go check it out. Why not?
You can check out Horses.
Yeah.
Are we recommending it? I don't know. I haven't seen.
I mean, I think it's.
I think it deserves to be seen. Go look at it.
I would
challenging
recommend
and interesting.
Doing your own research.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Where is the line in terms of design and development between inspiration and plagiarism?
Ooh, that is a hard one.
That's a sliding scale. That's very subjective. Like it really.
This better not be all sliding scale, Jeffy.
All sliding scales.
I'm pretty sure I had told the story before where my friends who designed Critter Crunch at Cappy, I was like, oh wow, you made a game just like Money Idol Exchanger for the arcade, and they're like, I don't know what that is. I just saw PopCap's Astro Pop, which itself was a clone of Magical Drop. He saw that and was like, I wanted to add like chaining like levels and sizes to it, and I was like, oh well, that's exactly what this game is. And he was like, I didn't know. So it was like a chain of copying, and I don't think Cappy was copying. They were iterating on an idea and adding something new to it, but it turned out someone else had already done that. It's very curious, very curious. But PopCap were the kings of that.
I think what U.S. law says is that the line is where someone might be confused that this came from one source and not another, or that this is like actually a continuation of this other thing, or made by the same people as the other thing. Like I think that's where the law draws the line. I think like when plagiarism goes to court, it's over consumer confusion generally.
Or if you're stealing a piece of it, like
sure, or if it's demonstrably stolen.
Yeah. If you've got their assets, or
I've recently taken up a customer service related job, and if you put the line where someone can be confused, literally anything can qualify.
Yeah,
I just think
then it's
funny.
up to lawyers to argue.
Yeah. I just think it's funny that back when I was big in fandom and fan fiction writing circles, there would be all these accusations of plagiarism popping up. And it would be like against benign things like, oh, your main male character has a knot and mine does too. And we're in a magical fantasy kingdom. Ergo, I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Use your brain.
If you use ChatGPT, that's plagiarism.
That's true.
That's absolutely
100%.
plagiarism.
Every time. Yes.
Every time.
Yep. It can't not be plagiarism.
Exactly.
Right.
It can't be
what
nothing
it exists
else
to do. Yeah.
But luckily, that doesn't matter to the law currently. So it's fine. I guess unless you sell it in certain ways. Weird times.
Yeah.
Jeffy, I know you're a DC guy, and this question is getting quiet. So let's talk comics. Have you ever looked at author Steve Englehart's website?
His website? No.
Yeah, it's still up. It's his portfolio, etc. And as you know, he wrote some great comics.
Sure.
His Batman run in the 70s is
Strange
to a lot of
Apparitions.
people, like the definitive one.
Yeah.
It's the one that feels the most like the animated series.
That one Green Lantern comic where he dates an underage girl.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that one. So he wrote sort of a sequel to that Batman run, and he called it Dark Detective, and teamed back up with the artist, etc. And I don't think very many people read it. There was a third act that never got finished because Marshall Rogers, the artist, died. Steve on his website is extremely convinced that the movie The Dark Knight is based on his unpublished third version that never got finished but was submitted to DC. He thinks that his scripts were stolen and turned into a movie. And his arguments are very flawed in a way that makes me sad. and the result is that, like, trying to see what he's worked on his website has become functionally useless, because he now says that any comic book adaptation of any idea that he had anything to do with was like his work. So if you go to TV and film, he's worked on like 200 movies.
And like Agatha All Along and all that. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah. I know he was recently like kind of raising a stink about Guy Gardner being in that Superman movie.
Because it was like his or whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of a weirdo, but you gotta be to work in comics professionally. Otherwise, why would you do it? It's not for the money.
That's right.
Not because it's easy.
But I might email him because he designed video games too. So
please do.
Let's see what he's
got.
got.
Nice. Which ones?
He's got. I forget.
Tell him that I liked that Legends of the DC Universe comic that follows up on The Laughing Fish with Aquaman getting really mad at the Joker for poisoning all those fish.
Oh, I like
That's
that. Okay.
Yeah.
The guy who actually wrote The Laughing Fish wrote a semi-sequel with Aquaman.
Exactly.
That's cool.
All right. Here's my next question. 2 weeks ago, I asked about the best video game grids. I'd like to follow that up by asking you about the best video game tiles.
Tile.
All right.
Can you distinguish between a grid and a tile?
Tiles are what are in a grid.
Yeah, tiles are the
individual
art,
squares.
the art that repeats in the backgrounds of video games. So I'd say Chaos Engine is a game for by the Bitmap Bros on the Amiga and the Sega Genesis.
You can't do that, Brandon. We've vetoed it.
And they do a great job of like making everything look way more detailed than it is, and reusing tiles efficiently to make it feel like a small tile set to make it feel like there's a lot more detail. So that's one of the top tiles IMHO.
All right, I've got another Brandon answer.
Okay.
The game VidGrid for the Atari Jaguar CD.
Yeah.
Is a game where you arrange tiles of music videos as they're playing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It is exactly of its time. Let me read I'm going to read all 9 music videos, in fact.
Please
Aerosmith with Cryin', Peter Gabriel with Sledgehammer, Guns N' Roses' November Rain, Are You Experienced by the Jimi Hendrix Experience, that one's a little weird, Metallica's Enter Sandman, Van Halen's Right Now, Ozzy Osbourne's No More Tears, Give It Away by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and finally Spoon Man by Soundgarden. All of them tiled and ready to be arranged in real time.
Go. Yeah, and it's really like, it's one of those dumb sliding puzzles, I think. The kinds of puzzles that we all basically hate. But it is impressive that it's all playing and chopped up into those little bits. So I'm impressed by that, even if I don't want to ever play it. Good tiles.
Enter Sandman's very hard.
Yeah.
If you can think about that music video and the strobing and it's black.
Strobing. Yep. Tough one.
I can only give the bullshit answer to this question in that I'm playing a game that I'm obsessed with. It's called News Tower, where it's a newspaper management sim. You have to resurrect a newspaper like the 1930s New York. And you do that like...
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you have to take care of your employees so the work environment can't be too loud or too smelly. And one of the weird things that can combat smells is bathroom subway tile. Don't know how that works, but that's what it does. So yeah,
they absorb
that's my
smell.
answer.
I was worried the game would be about trying to resurrect a newspaper now, and that sounds way too hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a game that I'm blanking on the name of, where you like slid sections of story around to make them happen in the right sequence so that so that like a character would get through a zone. Do you remember what it was made by an Australian team? God darn, that's a good one. Anybody in the chat, you know that one?
Yeah, sound off in the comments.
You know what I'm talking about,
right?
Someone's pretty good. Pretty fun ones in like functionally fun ones in Loop Hero because you have to place those tiles and they actually do things on your route. Those are some good ones, I would say.
There's probably some real good like Mahjong or Shanghai tiles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
all kinds of Mahjong nonsense.
I taught myself to play the computer version of Mahjong in my high school computer class. Like that was one of the games.
Which type of Mahjong?
I don't know, the one where you have to like match them and to get
Shanghai?
rid of the.
Oh,
I guess that's
Taipei
what that is.
or something. Yeah,
Shanghai.
I don't
Shanghai.
play Mahjong. I never played it outside of that one specific instance.
So real Mahjong is more like poker. You have hands.
Yeah,
and you're trying to make suits and stuff.
But you played the game as a big
tiles.
pile of tiles, right? And
yes.
That's
So
right.
you have to like match. And, okay.
Yeah.
That was I got that for Christmas on the Game Boy one year. Like, what the heck is this?
And that game is still, I believe, copyright Activision. Like that.
Really?
Kidding.
Yeah, that game is on. There's like 3 PC Engine ones, and they all have to have a little Activision thing on them, even if Naxat made it or whoever other company. Curious.
Who is the inventor of Shanghai? Is that like a modern thing then?
So there's a guy that Frank we used to talk to sometimes at Game Developer Gamasutra, whose name I'm also blanking on, who wrote a book about it, and I don't think he invented it, but he definitely was like involved a bunch in those Activision ones, and I can't remember his name. And the story is going off the rails.
Are you just talking about the guy who produced all of them? He wrote a book about his time at Activision. The book is called it's called Lucky That Way. The name of the book. Let me see if I can find that.
I think it's a different one, but maybe, or it could be the same guy. I don't know.
He was a game producer. He calls himself the first game producer.
Yes, it is that guy. But he also did a book like about Shanghai.
About Shanghai specifically. Okay.
Yeah,
he did
a signed copy somewhere.
He wrote a lot of like manager like books, about managing that make you feel good, and one of them was called Lucky That Way, and it was about his time producing games.
Well, I'm glad we're talking about these like early video games because I kind of have an opposite question right now, including the earliest iteration in the medium. What is the newest kind of video game?
Extraction shooter. If you listen to my bosses.
It's not the luck flipper or whatever, the coin flipper.
I feel like as long as RNG has existed in video games, we've had coin flippers.
Yeah, I think it's I wish there were a good term for it, and my old boss Simon Carlos has been trying to make a better term.
Are you going to say friend slop?
I'm going to say friend slop. Yeah.
But like friend slop, is that a new type of game? Because you've had games where you can fuck around with your friends.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the arcade is a friend slop game.
No, it's not goals. because all the games that I'm talking about don't have a goal, and all those other games did. The goal is to hang out with your friends in a virtual space. I mean, I guess Second Life, except you don't have like the power to make things or whatever. You have a very limited sandbox. And you play in that. I mean, maybe it's.
There have been virtual worlds since.
Yeah. What about like Ultima?
Since
but that has a goal.
Ultima is an RPG, and you can do game things, but something like a Habitat Club Carib, right? Like from the 80s on the Commodore 64, is just a virtual world.
Stuff.
Yeah, Habbo Hotel, exactly.
Yeah.
Ash, what are your Habbo Hotel memories? I know that.
None of them are good, and none of them I can replete in polite company.
All right.
Maybe for a bonus at some point. We'll leak it out of you. We'll feed you some Fireball. Get you talking.
It does feel different to me because you go in there with specific people. It's not necessarily random folks, and the interactions are different But yeah, it's the best thing I can come up with in terms of the genre that's new now. But if you mean newest, and we have to go all the way back and to like RPG or something. I don't know.
I'll give it to you, Brandon, in that it's the newest that has had a bespoke term coined for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, in as much as we fight about that term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because, history is full of technically this was first, but
Yeah,
this is
exactly
the one
what
that
I'm
counts.
getting at here,
So I'm good with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first Souls like? Was it Demon Souls? It can't be.
I think it is. No, the first Souls-like would have to come after that.
Yeah, because Demon Souls would have coined it. And then
Demon Souls was
the
Souls.
What I
second
mean is
one.
retroactively a game you could consider a Souls-like.
Is Rogue a roguelike, for example?
Right.
Or is
I don't know if that works. I don't think you can take those terms backward. Like, are there any Metroidvanias before Symphony of the Night? I'm sure, but could you really call them that?
Let's not go there because
then you got Igavanias.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like Igavanias predate Symphony of the Night, right?
Yeah, because like you could say, like, I don't know, maybe not God Hand, maybe Bushido Blade has some similarities to a Souls game because you can die with a couple hits, and once you die, you have to start over.
But do you lose your
fighting
stuff and have to go retrieve it?
No, you don't. And I think to that end, like if you break it down into its component parts, like roguelikes aren't those Souls-likes, except like if you have attacking.
Oh my god!
I guess so.
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
no.
It's too nested. This
Isn't any game where you play a role-playing game?
yes.
Right.
So this is why I only want to take the term forward after Dark Souls. Personally, I think it gets too messy otherwise.
I'm trying to think of like
Demon Souls.
battle royale, massive, like one person left standing games that are older than PUBG, and finding like Minecraft mods and like stuff like DayZ that doesn't quite fit.
DayZ, no, but Minecraft, I'm pretty sure it was Minecraft that started that it was called like a battle royale server, and then you get your Fortnites and all that other stuff to glom onto it. But I'm pretty sure, yes, that is the genesis of it.
If you want to get ridiculous, it is absolutely not the genesis of this, but there's a game called Moto Rotor MC on the PC Engine CD where you're a bunch of little cars and you're driving around and you're trying to knock the other cars off, and the arena gets smaller over time.
Oh,
that would do it.
And it's like it's
but
are you
those
playing against?
Those are AI
okay.
cars.
Okay. I was getting ready to ask: is it AI or is it multiplayer?
You have a 5-player multi-tap. It's multiplayer.
Player Unknown's Motocross.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not online, but it is. It is. But of course, that didn't influence anybody because nobody knows that exists.
Right.
But it's there.
Yeah. Like your buddy accidentally remaking that tile game.
Exactly.
I really hope the person who wrote Battle Royale is having a good day. Like, I know that they did not get any of the money that came from Hunger Games and all of the Battle Royale games that have come afterwards, but I hope
Ash,
they at least...
as Tommy Tallarico once told me when I asked him to explain the financials of the Amico, money isn't everything, Frank, smiley face.
That's right.
Not even. I just hope that they can comfort themselves knowing that their work is responsible for all of the world's evils.
I'm looking at the author of the book that Battle Royale is based on, Koshun Takami, 56 years old. The last sentence of this Wikipedia article is, since Battle Royale, Takami has not released any work.
Hasn't had to.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just dining out on it.
Dust off your hands. I did it.
I have made my contribution to culture. As for us, we're still working on it, and we're going to get back into those mines right after this break. Squadala!
I have to check my green, so I'll be back.
Do that.
I read that book in high school, and I immediately made an agreement with my best friend that if we ever end up in a battle royale situation, I will just turn my back and have him kill me immediately.
I guess I'd hide.
The interesting thing in battle royale is that like the island is on a grid and it's not a circle that closes in. They just like, okay, if anyone's in this coordinate, you're going to explode.
I do remember this now,
They didn't figure out the storm. Clearly, the writer of Battle Royale is not the best game developer in in literature.
No.
Although it does make me wonder who the best game developer in literature is.
It's a good question. Hey, Esper, are you a subscriber to the Patreon?
As a matter of fact, I am a subscriber to the Patreon.
Okay, fine. Good to know. Welcome back to Insert Credit.
All right, hang on. Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead and welcome us back, and then I'm
Welcome
gonna
back
read you
to Insert Credit. We have a breaking statement from Frank Cifaldi.
So I have retrieved the aforementioned book "Lucky That Way" from the Video Game History Foundation's library. "Lucky That Way" is by Brad Frager, a retired game producer, among other things, and this is a book about learning how to seize the moment. And I'm going to read a passage about seizing the moment that we can all be inspired by.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is from chapter 8, which is called Seizing the Moment.
Appropriate.
Once in a great while, you get the perfect opportunity to tell the perfect joke, to seize the moment in this way. Those of us who care about such things wait a lifetime for these chances and then milk them to their maximum. My dad, who lives for these kinds of opportunities, waited his entire life to have dinner with someone named Royce. There needed to be a number of people present and a very special item on the menu.
Oh, boy.
Rolls.
Oh, no.
When the time came, he didn't hesitate. In a loud and clear voice, he said, "Would you please pass the rolls, Royce?" Everyone broke up, and wonder of wonders, Royce had never had that happen to him before.
Oh.
What, really? I don't believe that.
Oh.
That last
No.
part, I simply do not believe. I
He
don't
was
believe
just
it.
very polite.
The lesson here is that Brad Frager's father seized the moment.
Yeah,
and we should
that's
all
true.
take inspiration from
That's
that.
true. All right. Make fun of people whenever you get the chance.
Right.
No,
if they have a
that-
name
to
that
me-
sounds like a thing.
That's not the lesson.
That's
Yeah.
not the lesson. The lesson is
It
commit
isn't?
to the bit. To
Yeah.
me, that's
Yeah,
what that is.
even at someone else's expense.
I mean, that's not, terrible.
If your
That's
name
an
was
in
Royce,
on a
let
joke.
me tell
It's
you,
not making
that
fun
would
of
be-
his name.
you would be like, yeah, congratulations, you did it.
He'd never
Yeah.
heard it.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Unless that was like a 5-year-old child. I don't believe it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, my buddy Christian Nutt, let me tell you, he's
Yeah.
heard it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's heard it.
Listen, anytime Brandon says something on brand, I go for it. Anytime
Mhm.
Frank is frank about something, I go for it.
Mhm.
Anytime
Seize
I
the
see a
moment.
Magic the Gathering card called Bone to Ash, I seize the moment.
Yeah.
Well, with that, it's time to go to the question hole. This is the
Yo,
part of every
QH.
episode where I grab a question submitted to us by one of our patrons. You can become a patron
Question
by going
holers,
to
we call them.
patreon.com/insert credit. We do not call them question holers. Maybe we should. Well,
I just seized the moment, Alex. Jaffe.
Question
You sure
holders can achieve glory by
yes. This
subscribe to the Patreon.
This week's glory holer is Esper Quinn, who asks, "Who's the best game developer in literature?"
Wait.
Oh, it's Mr. Ready Player One or something, probably.
Oh boy.
Wait, what game development has Ernest Cline been involved in?
I don't know. I
None.
didn't read that book.
He has none.
Ugh.
Oh no, I was talking about the fictional character in there. I don't know
I
if they
Oh,
developed
the
games
player
or
one
whatever.
who is ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the player one who is prepared.
I've read that book and seen the movie. I couldn't tell you his name.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet there's so in literature,
Yeah, who's the greatest game developer in literature?
man. I bet in Diamond Age there's a game developer,
Yeah.
and that's a pretty good book. That's my guess. I'm
Oh.
starting there. Like Diamond, like William Stephenson, Neil Stephenson, William Gibson in that zone.
I bet Gandalf. Actually, no. I bet the Hobbits are good game designers. I bet they
But
come
we
up
have
with some really
we
good
have no way of knowing that, though.
Do they
No,
play?
there's not like, a trilogy
Yeah.
of books that can tell us, what the Hobbits got up to and their inclinations.
Yeah. I interpreted this question to be like which author of literature would be the best designer of a video game.
Oh, really?
Oh, Brad Frager.
Brad Frager.
I
Or Tom
interpret
Sloper.
it as like what character in literature but best embodies or would be the best at designing a video game.
And I took
Like,
it literally.
Well, the beauty of insert credit is that figuring out the question is
half the
of
damn
It's
battle.
part of it.
Yeah.
It's half the
Yeah.
battle. Yeah, we'll see if we can get there by the end of the time. Well, if it were which fictional character would be the best game developer, or which author would be the best game developer?
I think the question is not would be. The question
Okay.
is which one is.
Well, there is an unfortunate correct answer, which unfortunately is going to take me a minute because my brain doesn't work. Dragon Quest.
Oh, is there a game developer within the world of Dragon Quest?
No, the guy who wrote Dragon Quest was a famous author.
Oh.
God damn it. Dragon Ball Z.
No, Toriyama was the artist.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I think we have the
Yuji
answer
Horii.
here.
Sorry, Yuji
Shigesato Itoi is the best game developer in literature.
Has he written literature or just like
He has.
stuff?
He's written literature.
Has he? Okay. But that's that version of the question.
Yeah.
And the version is the other version is. I mean, what do you got? You got like the fake Bandersnatch thing. You got.
Well, how about I think the Riddler. That's not literature.
Oh,
But,
Comics are literature.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's true.
I knows it when I
actually.
sees it.
Yeah.
Riddler would
like,
be make
The
me a
Riddler
Minotaur lair.
shipped the Riddler
maze.
in the animated series. He shipped a very very popular game beloved by Robin the Boy Wonder called Maze of the Minotaur.
Yeah.
Yep.
Paul Dini famously turned the Riddler into a game designer because he didn't want to write any riddles. And he's like, well, how else can I use this guy? Maybe I'll make him a guy who makes video games.
Nice.
You know who would be a good narrative game designer? Mary Shelley. She would be good.
Sure. Yeah.
What, like a
Yeah.
Viznov?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
like
she'd be making some nice twine
some
games.
twine
I think.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be making some deep nonsense. I think.
See, Mary Shelley could write Death Stranding, but Hideo Kojima could not write Frankenstein. So Mary Shelley wins in this equation. Not that there was like a battle, but
I think
still.
I love thinking about stuff like that where like Frankenstein's monster didn't exist at one point, and then someone thought of it, and then it existed forever after that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Good job, Mary Shelley. You did a good job.
What
of
would
that.
what would the Hideo Kojima ass name for Frankenstein's monster be?
Frankenstein's monster. He would go literal with.
Let's see.
No, I mean, this is a world where he is writing this book. He's
done that already. It's Die Hard Man.
Yeah.
I was going to say
yeah.
Recombined Dead Man, but that's
Yeah.
pretty yeah.
Where my brain went, I don't know where this came from. Large Mangle. He's Large Mangle.
I really like Large
Sure.
Mangle.
Large Mangle's good. Mhm.
Yeah, I think we've solved it. All right.
I want to circle back to Batman with a little bat trivia.
Please.
So in the Super Nintendo game, The Adventures of Batman and Robin, there is a level where your 16-bit Batman avatar gets VR'd into the Maze of the Minotaur video game that is part of the animated series, kind of going full circle. It's a game within a game within a game.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Can I just, Frank, can you answer this Batman video game question for me?
Probably.
How many of those motherfuckers exist? Because my husband and I, we watch a streamer. His name is Macaw45. He does retro games. Like, that's the only streamer that we watch in this house. And every every fiscal quarter, he's like, I'm gonna play some Batman games. And it seems like he's like never exhausted.
No, there's a lot
of Batman games that exist.
It's something that my wife and I used to do when we streamed, and just for fun, it would just be like, let's play a Batman game. And I can't give you an exact count, but dozens, plural. Especially if you're saying that, like, oh, the Game Boy version of this is a drastically different game than the console one, then
and that's I think that's how the streamer breaks it down. Like, okay, there's one for the Game Boy, and then there's the ones for the Genesis, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I think Batman was like it floated in and out of popularity in ways that made it always made sense to make a Batman game, because either there was a popular movie happening, like basically from the start, like that Batman 1989 was like a really good time for the NES and whatever else. And then when there's not a Batman movie, it's cheaper to license Batman, and so then it also makes sense to make a Batman game.
That's when you get your chemicals involved.
Right. Yeah,
We're out of time, but I want to shout out Pepsi Man versus Joe on the forums, who just this October spent the entire month playing 22 different Batman games and blogging about them. Check out Bad Oktoberfest on forums.insertcredits.com.
Should be Bat Oktoberfest.
It is. It's
Bad.
I thought you said bad.
Yeah.
With a D.
No, that's just my Floridian tea.
Anyway, I'm happy to talk about that subject whenever you want, because I have at least looked at every one of them, including like the Java games, the plug and play only games. Like I know my Batman game.
Yeah.
That's fun.
All right. My next question here is, should every role-playing game have romance options?
No.
No.
Under which circumstances should it not?
When I'm not playing it.
Yeah, that is developer discretion, but I know it sounds heretical coming from me, but no. Sometimes you don't want to do that.
Oh, I meant the
Sometimes
opposite. When I am playing it, it should not. Sorry.
Oh.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, sorry.
I was wondering.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be.
One is when it's children. Because a lot of RPGs are star kids.
All of them on Steam. Romance the heck out of them on Steam.
That's right. But that's an easy answer. I think it should have romance when the characters feel like that should be a thing, and they shouldn't when they don't.
It should be a romance when the characters are actually differentiated people. Because there are some role-playing games, Fire Emblem, where those characters are not very distinct. They don't really have much going for them except, they're there and they're pretty one way or another. Because I think about you can romance people in the Fire Emblem DS games. And I remember the character that I romanced, and I think about that and I'm like, he's not very an interesting character. None of those characters really are. Like, they're fine and they're fun and, please don't fight me. I don't care, but they're not really like, I think about, that guy, the butler in one of the Fire Emblem DS games. That's the one I romanced. And then I think about, I know this seems a bit like hard mode, but like your BioWare romances, where those are like distinct people with different characteristics and tastes and personalities versus the kind of character you get in a Fire Emblem. I'm like, yeah, we could have left that part out.
On the other hand, like, I see where you're coming from, but I also could think of it as if it's a fantasy and you like, it gives you more of the fantasy that you could romance anybody in the world. That you are in the position of romancing anyone, no matter how interesting or boring they are, which is perhaps interesting to some people, and so I could see some positives to being able to romance just like your generic NPC or whatever.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. It's just like, it doesn't feel like it is additive to the game playing experience, except, your little letter go up instead of the number, right? Like you have an S+ relationship instead of just a AAA or whatever.
And an example of that would be Fable, at least the first one. I've not played the other ones, but but my memory is you could just kind of like press up on the D-pad to romance whoever you want.
thumbs up somebody until they fall in love with you.
And then it made you cry when they died.
Yeah. But in that game, it was kind of fun to just be like, I'm flirting with everybody. Like you could play that role. And you
or
could
like
just
Skyrim. It feels like you're checking a box versus like having a relationship with someone, in as much as you can have a relationship with a fictional pixelated human, or not human, in most cases, with another person. Like, as I get older and I play games with romances in them, it makes me want to have these characters that I'm romancing be more fully fleshed out and developed. And I understand that, the constraints of game development don't lend itself to that. But then if it doesn't have that, like I said, it just feels like something that's just checking a box, something that make the number go up, not an experience that you're having, as you would if you're having an experience in a relationship with someone.
Yeah, on the other hand, well, it's not really on the other hand. It's sort of complementary in that, like a dragon that took place in Hawaii, Infinite Wealth, where you have the stupid app where you can thumbs up everybody.
Oh, God.
That was like so dumb that it came back around for me to being funny because it's just like, what is the point of this? Why am I doing that?
That was the one thing where I felt like these games, my experience with the Like a Dragon games and the Yakuza games, like, wow, these are really tight narrative experiences that subvert expectations because, you've got Kiryu like standing up for sex workers and stuff like that. And then you've got that shit. I'm like, whoa. Like,
I think Infinite
like,
Wealth,
whoa.
they finally hit the point of they put too much stuff in for me. I don't need all like I love nonsense, but there's a point past which there's maybe too much, and I think Infinite will hit that
and
point.
the nonsense felt out of character because these are famous these men that we're playing in Infinite Wealth and Beyond. They're famous women respecters, and like the kind of like dating apps or whatever that you pursue in those games seem like so counterintuitive.
Unfortunately, if you actually go back, all of the like there will be sex worker defenders, but then there'll also be like you got to watch all these videos in the porn place, or you have to hit on ladies in this app like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's always been something like that has been relatively regressive. So it's unfortunately a through line rather than
it still felt weird. I'm like, I don't.
It was more ignorable before, maybe I think, but it's always kind of been there.
While we're on the topic, I also didn't like the rent a buddy in Infinite Wealth where you could call in backup and whatever. And one of them was like a black lady that you could call in, and she was like this big. Are we doing that? Is that what we're doing right now? Is that what we should be doing? You guys are better than that. I know it, but yeah. Anyway,
right.
Moving on.
Okay. Here's my last question before we go to our lightning round this week. What is the Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up of video games?
Okay, so
this is actually a really good question. I like that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so it's like
feels like it's a game that tricks you into playing another game.
Let's break it down because Never Gonna Give You Up was a popular song on its own merits first.
Mm-hmm.
It was a top 40 hit, and then it kind of faded from popular view, and then it became used for another thing to trick people into watching it.
It was not created to be a meme.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm okay with taking away the tricking people part and it just becoming primarily a meme.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like Bugs Bunny at this point is just still image memes and isn't really anything else, So if there's a video game equivalent of that, to me that fits the theme.
Video game that's just memes. Oh,
is it Among Us?
That and Call of Duty. Press X to XYZ.
Press F to pay respects kind of thing.
That's actually decent. That's a decent answer. I like that.
Like sort of the opposite thing is Fortnite, where it's just an accumulation of the memes, but it doesn't have its own memes particularly, except like the Banana Man or whatever.
No, Fortnite
and even that's stretching it.
Fortnite is the 9gag of video games.
Right. Yeah. Fortnite is the bored panda of video.
Yeah.
We could also
interpret
this as the meme being in on itself, because Rick Astley is very self-aware of the status that he has attained and leans into that joke. And unfortunately, we're going to have to bring up our old friend Hideo Kojima, because I feel like he does that too. Like, I feel like
he's aware of who he is.
Yeah, he does his auteur stuff, but he also very much leans into the joke, almost oppressively so. I feel like him, not so much his games, but him particularly as a game maker does that a lot. What else?
Yeah, but I don't think isn't the Never Gonna Give You Up of video games.
So. Yeah, he takes himself a lot less seriously. I think that like Rick Astley was trying to be like a serious pop artist. He wasn't trying to like be a goofy guy.
I think Kojima is taking himself seriously making some of that stuff, but
I don't know. A lot of those games have like you drop a magazine of a sexy lady on the ground so that a soldier goes whoa, 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 so you can knock him out.
I mean, that's just like in real life. So I don't know.
What are you implying here?
That's how that works. Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying.
Another possible interpretation of it is, you listen to Rick Astley. You hear his voice and you have
think he's a black person.
Yeah, you think of him as like looking a certain way, and then you get this like skinny little white guy.
Yeah.
There's an element of that could be applied to this question. Oh my God, you guys made that? Sandfall Interactive with Expedition 33. Yeah. Like you wouldn't think that, well, it is very French, but still.
Oh, I would think French people made that one. They were like accordions and striped shirts from the first 5 minutes. But
they were not so much like the setting and the themes, but like they made that big ass, deep ass, turn-based JRPG, as it were. And you would think something like that would have come out of Japan. No, like that.
Something internally here is that if we ever have a British publication come in, it is inevitable if you flip through the pages that you will get dizzied. Dizzy will just pop out.
Yeah.
Get dizzied.
Get dizzied. Oh, that's a really good answer.
At least here, getting dizzied is the Rick Astley of
Yeah.
Getting dizzied is the Rick Astley of the Video Game History Foundation, but not all of video.
Nice. Yeah.
That's funny.
I think you wouldn't know from the Grand Theft Auto games necessarily that Rockstar was like a Scottish studio.
Yeah, but yeah.
So-
Right. Going back to Ash's thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about like it's not right, but the Akira slide is somewhere in the mix for me. The bike sliding on its side, that's been referenced in so many things. There's got to be something
I
like
think
that.
what is
like,
the Akira slide of video games is an entirely different question. Worth
maybe it is.
considering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Akira slide of video games, I feel like, is just the Akira slide.
I think the Akira slide of video games is the shot of Cloud Strife from behind as he looks up at a tall building.
No,
Oh yeah.
That's not iconic enough. Like the Akira slide, like you know that shit immediately when you see it. And
Yeah.
I don't think video games have something like that, honestly.
I don't know,
because it's so
the Dragon
big.
Quest slime, maybe.
No.
I mean, not
No, it can't
here,
be a
but
character.
in Japan.
It has to be an action.
It has to be like
does.
a something, like
Zelda
a visual
opening a chest
reference.
sound.
Well, I was gonna say, in an
maybe.
ideal world, I would like the Rick Astley of video games to be the Zelda secret door opening sound. Just happens sometimes in real life, but
Yeah.
it's not the world I live in.
That's too bad.
It was the world we lived in early in this podcast when it was my text tone and it would sometimes go off while we were recording.
I do like the idea,
Yeah.
though, that like the idea of opening a chest and holding up what you're, opening
Yeah.
is very much like
yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, I feel like that's only very, very specific to Zelda. I can't think of other games that do that or put that kind of fanfare around opening things and discovering things. So even then, we're back to square one.
We are out of time.
We're out of time. I want to say one quick thing, which is that if anyone out there makes like microwave software, do like a 1 in 256 chance that when your cooking's done, it's the Zelda secret door sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have to set your thing to microwave at a specific time based on like an Easter egg in the manual to make that noise.
I want it to be random. I want it to like surprise.
I don't know. I think the thing of the Zelda noise is that you solved a riddle. So there should be like a earning involved.
I don't.
Okay.
But the person who would do that is Chris Person, who works over at Aftermath. Like, he is the gadget guy. Like, if there's a way to do it, he will engineer the fuck out of it.
Chris, make the Zelda microwave toaster for us.
The microwave solved the riddle. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like the riddle of heating your food.
The riddle of the steel. All right, it's time.
I need to share something very funny before we move on, and this has to be in the show notes. So there was a developer called Climax. I think we're all at least vaguely aware of Climax.
Who is all?
There are a couple of them, but
Climax.
you mean the British one or the Japanese
sorry.
one?
I actually wrong studio. Core Design. Core Design.
Core Design.
UK.
Yes, we are all familiar with Core.
Yeah. Tom Raider.
I guess there was some leaked development-y stuff from Core Design, including a very early Indiana Jones prototype for the PSP built on top of existing work. And I just looked at the Internet Archive thing, and there's a screenshot in there that I'm going to share in host chat.
I love this.
It's pretty good.
I just appreciate that. Yes, it's Tomb Raider to Nathan Drake to Indiana Jones all the way back, and Indiana Jones was like this first part, but I appreciate that at the end of the day, all these motherfuckers are Lara Croft's sons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is and we didn't mention it's a national treasure, so that's the this could have starred Nicolas Cage, which would have been very fun.
Man, we need Nicolas Cage in more video games.
I assume they did a national treasure game on PSP and built on top. Okay.
Yeah, that's my son.
It's time for a lightning round that I am sure all three of you will be equally good at. Here is the game that I have devised. I haven't named it yet. I'm going to name a year, and all you have to do is name a game that came out in that year, and you'll go in a round. And every time you do that successfully, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you're out. And then when all three of you are out, we move on to a new year. We're going to do this 5 times. Whoever gets the most points wins.
I would like to lodge a complaint.
Yes.
Well, Ash, I will say that I have like zero faith in my ability to name years from like 2000 to 2025. So,
all right.
I don't have confidence in my ability to do it at all.
All right, great.
Let's find out.
We're going to start with you, Frank. Our first year is 1989.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NES.
It's correct.
Yeah, well, let me check. I need to verify.
Nice.
I am seeing here that it was released on May 12th, 1989. That is a point for Frank.
It doesn't have a specific date. Shut up. Okay.
Ash, what's your 1989 video game?
Oh, we all have to do the same year?
Yeah.
Okay.
We keep going until all of us fail to name one in 1989.
I know the first Final Fantasy was released in 87, and I think they were pretty good about yearly releases for those games. No, I'm gonna Final Fantasy 2.
Final Fantasy 2. I'm sorry, that is a 1988 video
God damn
game.
it. See, you can see my thought process.
Yeah, that was good. Brandon, 1989 video game.
Altered Beast, Sega Genesis.
All right, show me. Altered Beast for the Sega
Good.
Genesis. That is a arcade is 1988. The Genesis is November 1988. I'm sorry, Brandon.
Shoot.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about in the United States?
In the United States, it was August 1989.
He said Genesis, not Mega
I
Drive.
said Genesis. I was
You
talking
did
about
say, you know what?
because it was a launch game. That's why I was going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta count that. They're separate things. Yeah,
Fuck
Brandon,
all
you're
of
still
you.
in it. Frank,
For the
name
record.
another
Yeah.
1989 game.
Oh, we're still doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, now we're in trouble.
Show me Mega Man 2.
Mega Man 2 is
Good choice.
December 1988.
Shoot.
Yeah, off by a month. America was 1989, but you didn't specify Famicom versus NES, so I'm going with the
Yeah,
earlier one.
I thought that'd be cheating because it would be the same thing, I guess.
All right,
Okay.
Brandon.
I should have done that.
Do you have a second 1989 game?
Isn't it Ash? Oh, right, because she's out.
She's out.
Yeah, Tengai Makio 2
Ooh, Tengai.
for PC Engine CD.
Makio 2.
That might be
Manjimaru.
1990. Not sure.
That is a 1992 video game, I'm afraid.
Son of a heck.
Yes.
The
which
first
means-
one was.
Yeah. We go on to round 2. This
right.
year is 1995. We'll start with Frank.
Oh. I just did an entire exhibit about the year 1995 in video games.
You're going to
nice.
do great in this.
So, yeah, show me Bubsy 2.
Show me Bubsy 2. Bubsy 2 came out in October 1994 for the Sega
my
Genesis.
exhibit was on 94.
Blasted.
Oh, man. There we go.
Oh, the hubris.
He got himself.
Ash, can you name a 1995 video game?
I'm gonna just reject the premise on its face because you guys know that I don't know shit about when video games came out. I just don't.
You're only
So
one point behind everybody. You can easily catch up.
I know myself enough to know that I don't know shit. I'm just gonna be throwing shit out there.
Yeah, do that.
That's not even Sonic, goddammit. Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh,
Whoa.
boy. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3
It's 93.
is 1988.
Oh, well, in
1988?
Japan. 98
Yeah.
here.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 88 in Japan, 90
Oh,
here.
it was earlier than that.
Brandon,
Warlock,
everyone else
Sega
has
Genesis.
has failed to name a 1995 game. It's all down to you.
Warlock, Sega Genesis.
Show me Warlock for the Sega Genesis. All right, let's see. That is a 1994 video game, I'm afraid.
Whoa.
What? It is?
No, it's not. I'm
Genesis.
seeing conflicting information here. No, that came out May 26, 1995.
Yeah,
That's
because
absolutely right.
it's got a 1995 copyright under the
Yeah,
the
there you
logo.
It
go.
doesn't
on
matter. It's
the title
risky.
screen.
But
All right,
but-
Brandon, name another 1995 video game.
Wait, why? Because I already won.
You keep going until you fail to name one.
Oh, do I?
Why?
Yeah, that's how this
But
works.
I already won.
No, we
Okay.
have another round.
Okay, all right. I can get more points, I guess.
Yeah.
is what's happening here.
Exactly. You're trying to get ahead in the in advance of the later rounds.
Right.
I think it's
okay.
family feud rules.
Right. You keep going until you get an X.
Son of a dang. No, that's 97. I'm trying to think about the Saturn here because that's probably going to be the easiest zone for me to be in. Sonic Jam was a little later. Nights is too early. Son of a 95 is really hard to pin down. I'm gonna say I think this is wrong, but I'm gonna say Darius Gaiden US.
Darius Gaiden US release.
It might be 94 though.
Let's take a look. It was released in 94 for arcade. It was released in the US in 1996. Japan was 95.
All right. I got 'em
your
flipped.
specification was your undoing there.
Yep.
The scores are 1-0-2. Frank, you're up next. The year is 2001.
Show me Eco.
Eco. Eco is a 2001 video game.
Nice.
Came out September 2001. Ash, you're up next.
I don't know. I don't know.
You were alive in 2001.
Yeah, I was. Was I a gamer in 2001?
I wasn't.
God damn it. Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation.
Show
99.
me Metal
that's 98.
Gear Solid for the PlayStation. That was 1998.
Yeah.
Brandon, do you have a 2001 video game?
You see the flaw in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm
this is a
not-
perfect game.
I'm not. I'm not sure. I think it's. I'm thinking Dreamcast. I'm going in the Dreamcast direction. I'm trying to think what's actually 2001, and I'm swirling. I want to go. Do I? Okay. I'm gonna say no. I'm not. I wanted to say Space Channel 5 Part 2, but I'm just not confident. I'm not confident. Sonic Adventure 2. Let's just. I'm just gonna try Sonic Adventure 2.
That
Dreamcast.
sounds right to me.
That is a 2001 video game.
There we
Summer of 2001. You're still in it. Frank, name another 2001 video game.
Man, I didn't realize that Dreamcast was still that a lot. When in 2001?
June of 2001.
Show me Shenmue 2 in Japan.
Ooh, Shenmue 2, Japan. That is, in fact, another 2001 video game. Correct. That was in Japan September 6th, 2001, a little after. Brandon, you're next.
Okay. I'm only gonna do this once. I promise.
Okay. Oh,
Madden
no.
NFL 2002. I'm only gonna do it once.
Yeah, that was the cheat code this whole time. Yeah, Madden NFL 2002 came out August 14th, 2001. That is correct.
That's right, it did.
I am not going to allow any more sports games with years in the title.
It's not fair, but I thought of it
I'm
once.
going to allow it once. All right, Frank, you're up.
Wait, can I get back in?
You want to get back in?
Sure.
It's highly irregular against the rules of the game I established at the beginning of the show, but I'll allow it.
Halo, the first Halo.
The first Halo video game. Show me Halo. Halo Combat Evolved. That is a 2001 video game. Yes. Yeah, I can grant you the point for that, but I'm not putting you back in the rotation. But
Right.
you
Hey,
get one.
actually, Jaffe, I know this is highly irregular. Can I jump in on this one?
This is the most irregular this segment has ever been. Yes, Esper, I will allow it. What's your 2001 game?
I'm going to say Grand Theft Auto 3.
Show me Grand Theft Auto 3.
GTA 3.
Yeah, that is in fact a 2001 video game, October 23rd, 2001. Esper, you're on the board.
So now we're just taking away potential answers for me and Frank at this point.
That's right. Frank, you're up next.
Well, I'm rolling the dice here because I don't know which came first, frequency or amplitude. But one of them, I'm pretty convinced, is a 2001 video game. So I'm going to go with amplitude.
Let's see.
I think frequency's first.
That's my dice roll.
Amplitude is a 2003 video game. Frequency was the 2001 video game.
Right.
Brandon, you got to know one?
God, I should have been thinking during all this time. That's what I should have been doing. I should have been thinking.
Nobody does it.
I just didn't. I didn't do it. 2001. I know they put out a lot of video games that year. So I'm thinking about those. I don't know.
They sure did, Brendan.
I think this is. I think it was like okay. Ninja Gaiden not black on the Xbox.
Ninja Gaiden Not Black was a 2004 video game.
It was way too late.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Esper, you want to go
2001
again?
is like year one for Xbox.
It's before Xbox. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Halo.
No, Halo was there. So yeah.
Right, which I'm surprised by because I thought Xbox was 2002. Anyway,
That brings us to Esper's turn.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Metal Gear
I was
Solid
going
2.
to do that one next.
Oh, show me Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, you're out already.
I know.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty is a 2001 video game. That's
Oh,
correct.
I should have done. So my plan was that Ash said Metal Gear Solid and Brandon said Dreamcast. So I was
did
going to
not
go
do that. I said
Yes,
Halo.
you did.
You said Metal Gear Solid earlier.
Earlier,
did.
you said
Oh,
Metal
okay.
Gear Solid.
Before you cheated.
Yeah.
So I was gonna riff off of hers and do Metal Gear Solid 2 because I was pretty confident, and then I was gonna riff off of Brandon's Dreamcast and do Shenmue 2. And
All right.
Brilliant.
Espers, now's your chance to climb up the scoreboard. Everyone else is out this round. You got another 2001 video game?
I'm not 100% sure of this. I'm very fortunate because I remember renting a lot of video games with my brother around this time. I'm going to say Klonoa?
Klonoa. Wow. The
That might be
original
earlier.
Door to Phantom Isle?
I think I think it's 2000 myself. We'll see.
I think you're right, but I've already said it. Let's go with Door to Phantom Isle. Yes.
Klonoa is 1997. Klonoa 2 is 2001.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Which
I
brings
think
us to
there was
our-
a Klonoa
yeah.
game on the Wonder Swan in 2001. Pretty sure. Doesn't matter.
That brings us to 2019.
2019.
Frank, we'll start with you.
Oh boy.
Who knows? Everything.
That's the last year of the before time.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah, if it was 2020, you could be like, Doom.
Yeah.
But no, it isn't.
God, I don't think I played much in 2019. Okay, if I describe a Pokemon game but don't know the title, can
I
I,
will
get
allow
help
it.
with that?
Oh,
Is that
really?
I will
Okay.
allow it.
All right.
It is a Switch Pokemon game. It was in 3D, and they sold a separate Pokeball with a joystick on it, controller with motion on
Pokemon
it.
Let's Go.
That sounds.
Yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee was 2018.
Okay.
Pretty close, though.
Pretty close.
pretty close.
November
Not bad.
2018. Yeah, Ash, you're up.
It's a hard year to remember.
Yeah, like who remembers 2019?
Yeah, this is a different era.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's like anything in my office that might spark a memory.
Oh, I'm looking
You're
around as
full
well.
on Kaiser Sozeing, yeah.
But all my newer games are in another room. So there's
You're out of
no
luck.
helping me in here.
All you can hope for is for an older game to remind you of a newer game.
That's right. And I am hoping for that.
Oh, fuck off. Persona 5 Royal?
Ooh, interesting guess. Let's find out. Persona 5 Royal.
Good answer.
Yeah. Persona 5 Royal came out in December 2018, off by 1
Dude.
month. No,
Shoot.
hold on. That was the teaser. The game was teased as Persona 5R in 2018 with a full reveal in April 2019. It was released for the PlayStation 4 in Japan on October 31st, 2019. Ash, that is correct. Nailed it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Brandon, on to you.
God, I've been thinking this whole time. I got nothing here. I know they made video
next
games.
Ash
I
is
know they made
locked.
video games during that time.
I think.
But which ones were they? That's the big question. Which ones were they?
That is literally the question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the question that we have at hand right now. Definitely one of them. There was at least one that came out
Yep.
in 2019. I'm pretty sure.
Other than Persona 5 Royal, yes.
Other than Persona 5 Royal. Yeah. So let's just have a think for a moment about which game that could be. What is the other game that came out in 2019?
Yeah.
I'll add in something that'll help you stall, which is I think there's one person working upstairs at Digital Eclipse, and they probably don't know that I'm here, and I just heard like a very funny, very loud yawn. It was
Very good.
Good. Well, that's the perfect sound to accompany me thinking about what games came out in 2019.
2019.
Riveting radio.
Oh, Esper will shorten out all the silences in post.
Oh, I know. I'm just going out on a limb here. I'm gonna say Splatoon. I'm gonna say Splatoon. Or Splatoon, as they would call it in Australia.
Yeah. That was 2015. You're way off.
Son of a...
Yeah.
When was Splatoon 2? Oh, no,
That's
I shouldn't ask that question.
Splatoon 2 was 2017, so you would still be off.
Shoot. Because
Yeah.
Splatoon 3 was not that long ago, so I was like, maybe they had a big gap, or like not that big a gap in between, but they did.
All right. Esper?
I think of like Splatoon 2 as like latter days of the Switch, which just ended.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
time's
Esper?
weird.
You got a 2019 game?
I have one that I'm trying to remember. I'm just going to say Marvel Spider-Man.
Ooh.
That actually is a
That
good.
might be
That's a good
earlier
fucking
than
answer.
2019.
No,
I have
I think
one
that's-
that I think is before and one that I think is after.
Yeah. Marvel Spider-Man came out September 2018, I'm afraid.
I knew it.
Very close. Ash, do you have another one? You're still alive this round.
Hades Early Access.
Hades. Ooh.
Was the
Let's
first
see.
Hades early access?
Yes.
I forgot that.
Yeah. Hades was officially released in 2020.
But that's
When was
not early access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not early access. Yeah, 2019 is in the window for early access for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Ash, you are now tied with Frank Cifaldi for second place. If you can name one other 2019 game, you're going to be tied for first.
Fuck, I had one too. This is a very specific point in time. God damn it.
2019, we call it.
Yeah, I know. This was before I had become like a full-time game journalist. So like I wasn't paying attention to all those things.
Ash, I hate to take this away from you. Early access on Hades actually started in December of 2018. So
Shoot.
it's just barely outside the window. I'm sorry. I knew someone would get at me in the comments on the forums if I let that slide. But that brings us to our last round. Frank 3, Ash 2, Brandon 4, Esper 2. Our last year is 2022. Brandon, you're up.
2022 is a year. Hypergun Sport.
Oh, boy. You know what? It's impossible for me to say because it doesn't have its own Wikipedia article.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
did come on.
Who
It did
could
come out in
possibly know?
2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hyper Gun Sport. Yes, it did come out in December of 2022. That is a point, but again, I'm not going to let you name.
I'm only
any
gonna do
game
that
you worked
once.
on. Yeah, Madden rule. Esper, 2022 video game.
Splatoon 3.
That is correct. Splatoon 3
Yeah.
did come out in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah,
Splatoon.
Frank.
I think I'm off by a year, but I'm going to go with insert credit game of the year, Fist, Forged, and Shadow Torch.
Oh yeah, that is a 2021 video game.
Yeah, that's
Yes. Ash, 2022 video game.
I hate you so fucking much.
Not very long ago, Ash. This is where you should
think
beat
I
us
pay
all.
attention to this shit?
What is your excuse this
2022.
time?
I don't pay attention to the years games come out. No.
Nobody does.
2022.
That's the point. You are competing as much as we are.
Yeah, I guess. It Takes Two?
Good guess.
It
Yeah,
Takes Two
I
is
like
a
that.
2021 video
I think that might
game.
be, a little
Yeah.
newer.
Brandon?
2022. 2022 was a year that many video games came out. Oh god, I'm
It's fucked up because I have 21 with
Yeah.
It Takes Two, and I have 23, which would be Breath of the Wild, but I don't, or not, Tears of the Kingdom rather. I don't have 2022 though.
God, it feels I can't remember. I'm gonna say I was a teenage exocologist.
I will look
Okay.
that up. I was teenage exocologist. That was exocolonist.
Exocolonist, yeah, sorry.
Yes. That was 2022, correct.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Esper, you got a 22 game?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
God
That
damn
sounds
it, you're
right to
right.
me.
She's
Yeah, that's
right.
2022
Yep,
for
she's
sure.
right. She's
You
right.
know
Yeah.
what? For despite the name, it's really not that old. Only 3 years.
Give it time, Brandon.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
grow
true.
into it.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
Brandon,
good
you're
point.
next.
Son of a heck, 2020 Deuce. What else we got? You know, it's funny because we did a whole episode
Of the best
Of
games of
every year.
the best
2022.
games
That's
of-
correct.
Every year since 2020, we've done this.
Yes.
And I
Yep.
can't I can't remember what our game of the year 2022 was. I have no idea.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do Game of the Year 2022,
yeah.
and I couldn't think. I thought it was
just no
It Takes
idea.
Two.
I have
But it was Elden Ring.
No
Shout out
concept.
to Esper.
I'm going to say Judge Eyes, the second Lost Judgment game.
Ooh.
Which I think it's called Judge Eyes. But whatever the second one.
Yeah, the second one. The second one is Lost Judgment.
Lost Judgment.
And that came out in 2021. September 2021.
All right.
Now, Esper, all you need to do is name 3 2022 video games and you will win this episode.
I might be able to get at least part of the way there.
Let's see.
This is a guess. I'm not sure if this was 2022 or 2023. Ghostwire Tokyo?
Ooh, Ghostwire.
I feel like that was 23.
I think that's
That
23.
is 22.
Oh, good job.
March 2022. Let's go. That's one.
Okay.
Nice.
One more
like
and you
an
tie for
indie
first.
game that came out 3 years ago?
Oh my god. I'm looking at our list now since I've already lost.
Yeah.
And
I remember where I was working at this time, and I was listening to a lot of podcasts. Was Inscription that year, or was that?
No, I feel like it was earlier.
But you've already guessed.
It might have been.
So
I've already guessed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Inscription is a 2021 video game.
I was
A
worth a shot.
valiant effort. Our
I just
second
wanna
place
read-
winner. Yeah.
I want to read our insert credit game of the year 2022 just so that we can be like, oh yeah. Elden Ring, Citizen Sleeper, Return to Monkey Island, Frank. Immortality, Vampire Survivors, Signalis, Ghostwire Tokyo, Resident Evil 4 HD Project, Neon White, Soul Hackers 2, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. I can't believe we forgot that.
I could have done that.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Pentiment, Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. That's me, all right. I did that one. Tunic, Harvestella, my favorite, Harvestella. Little Gator game, Sonic Frontiers.
Harvestella.
Who said that? Because it wasn't me.
No, you were not on the show.
You weren't
then.
on the show.
I think that was.
I
think that was just for funsies. I think that was for funsies because it was such a ridiculous product that it needed to be discussed within the context of the show. Yeah. Harvestella. I can't believe I forgot.
By it.
I put in a weird one that year that I'm pretty proud of, which is Resident Evil 4 HD Project, which was like the patch that was made for Resident Evil and not a commercial game. That made me happy.
Yeah, one of my favorite things of our Game of the Year episodes.
We had a lot of
Frank put some weird stuff in there.
We had a lot of weird stuff in there because the play date was in there. There was like the idea of Steam doing something, which was also a Frank thing. It was just like Steam did something.
Remember that, I think that was mine, and it wasn't Steam. It was that PlayStation
Sony porting games to Steam.
Yeah.
Like that was
deal.
the let's see. That was the number 6 game of the year.
That's right.
Our score at the end of this episode is Brandon with 3 credits, Ash with 5, Frank with 9. Remember, we do all still have to play Mr. Bones before the end of the year.
That's right.
Does anyone have anything they'd like to recommend?
Wait, what was the score of the game that we just did?
The score of the game we just did was Frank with 3, Ash with 2, you with 6, and Esper with 5.
Dude, I'm surprised.
Never do this again.
Okay.
So I have to say, I was gonna just start cheating because I fucking hate the idea of this game. And so Halo was absolutely me looking up games released in 2001. But everything after that, I was like, okay, let me give it a college try. I still sucked at it, so never do this again. This is
Proud of you.
This is not something that Ashley is equipped for.
Yeah.
But
I jumped in because I knew Grand Theft Auto 3 got delayed because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone else tried to do what I was trying to do, which is 95 and 2001. I went, Saturn launch,
Yes,
PS2 launch.
that's exactly
what
right.
you were trying to do that. Okay.
That's exactly what I did. But I was failing with PS2 launch. And so that's
all
why
I got is eco and frequency or amplitude. That's all I got for PS2.
Yeah, I should have been like Fantavision. That would have done it.
That still assumes a level of knowledge that I just do not have. I do not know when these things. Yes, I know when the Switch 2 came out. It was this year, but I barely remember what I ate for breakfast.
In 2 years, will you remember?
Yes. I will because I have a physical event to anchor it to. I was in New York, okay? So I'll remember that. But if I don't have anything hammering that memory home, my ADHD brain will not keep it. So yeah.
Well, I think the last console launch year I have might be Wii, and I'm pretty sure that's 2006. I don't have a console year after that, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, agree.
All right. Does anyone have anything they'd like to recommend?
I'm just going to once again recommend that if you purchased and enjoyed Hyper Gun Sport, it's not Hyper Gun Sport, I don't care about that anymore. Demon School, review it on Steam, because we got to get that overwhelmingly positive. We need to hit 500, and 500 reviews, 95% of which are positive. Because once you get that, it's on there forever. Like, even if the number goes back down, you will have like overwhelmingly positive in the overall thing, and then like recent will be mostly positive or whatever. Anyway, do that, please. And then, you know, we're all gamers here, with a capital G. I just have a little thing to share about Dorito flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Doritos now has 3 levels of nacho cheese spiciness. There's nacho cheese.
Okay.
There's spicy nacho cheese. And there's flamin' hot nacho. And I purchased flaming hot nacho recently and found it to be less spicy than spicy nacho, which was curious. The next batch I got, I guess they changed their quality control a little bit. Next batch was a little spicier than spicy nacho, but it's a very smooth, nice flavor. So I'm just gonna say if you like MSG, get that flamin' hot nacho. It's a pretty good flavor, and it's not very hot. So check that out.
Wait, so these Flamin' Hot Doritos don't taste like Flamin' Hots?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with that.
Then this is dead at the very beginning, because if I buy something and it says Flamin' Hot and it doesn't taste like a Flamin' Hot Cheeto, you're dead to me.
Well, actually,
like, that is a very specific flavor.
It's possible that it does. I guess I don't really know.
Do you not know what a Flamin' Hot Cheeto tastes like?
I guess I don't really know what it tastes like. So maybe it does.
Well, you seem like a frequent Doritos eater. Are you a Cheetos eater?
I'm not.
In any way?
I'm not.
What? Why?
A different form factor. First of all, Cheetos are louder.
Okay.
In the mouth.
Yep.
That's so I like, that's number one. That's pretty much, it's off the table.
What about them puffy ones, like puffy Cheetos?
Yeah, they could be fine, but they really I got deep molars. They get stuck in my teeth.
Yeah.
And so it's like the nice part is outweighed by the negative for me. So I just leave them alone. Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's a really good answer. Yeah,
that is a good answer.
That's where we are with it.
So the next time I see you, I have to make you eat a Flamin' Hot Cheeto. Because, this is cross-cultural, friendships things. And B,
we're
just
reaching
so
across the aisle here.
Exactly. And B, so I can understand what a Flamin' Hot Dorito tastes like.
Yeah, we'll bring bags of each, and we'll have a comparison, a little comparison test. Another thing, I don't know if this is funny or not, actually, but I love Blue Sky. I post on Blue Sky. I stopped posting on Twitter, but we still have our Necrosoft account on Twitter, just because I needed to let people know that followed only there that Demon School came out and stuff. And what, like, Blue Sky is great, but the fact is, audience-wise, on Twitter, like, that's where you can reach the most bigots and homophobes.
That's important.
You just can't get to them.
Yeah.
On Blue Sky. And so it's just one of those things. You got to go where the audience is.
Yeah.
We had a post go like viral-ish over there when we said we didn't want to use AI. I tell you what, the things said would have previously gotten all of those people banned, but not anymore.
Not
now
anymore.
That's just the standard. It's quite an experience they have going on that terrible place. But that's not a recommendation of any kind. It's just just a funny thing that happened. Yeah, one other funny thing that happened while we're at it. The stink flowers are blooming in my yard right now. I've got this hot dog plant. Some people call it has a better name, but unfortunately the main one that people know it by is hot dog plant. It's a cactus that makes these flowers that stink like a lot, and flies pollinate them. And it's that season right now. Stink flowers are blooming. It's delightful. It's a fun plant. It drops little segments. If you like things that smell bad, I highly recommend this
if
plant.
you like things that smell
It's,
bad.
Yeah, I just saw a fly pollinating the flowers today because it was confused and thought it was a dog turd or something.
I thought that you were getting ready to tell me that California has like some kind of second spring and all of the cum trees are blooming again. But
No, thank
What's
goodness
Southern
not.
California, first of all?
We got them up here,
I actually don't
unfortunately, too.
know where the two of you live in relation to that state.
We're in the upper middle, aka Northern California. So the funny thing about California is what we call Northern California, and like the Bay Area is considered Northern California, is like 60% of the way up.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole other 40%. There's like 500 more miles of California.
No one's been there. We're not sure.
Yeah,
No.
that's
No.
Is
goes
that where
on
all
up
like
there.
that's
the
Southern
fundies
Oregon.
live? Yeah.
No, that's where
All the cults and shit.
Well, there's some cults, but it's mostly like it's more Pacific Northwesty and a lot more spread out and a lot more rural, I would say.
Yeah.
And then Southern California is like 500 miles the other way. California's a long state.
And there is more of California south of Southern California.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Drive another several hundred miles and you'll get down to Tijuana eventually.
Right.
It's a big
Geography.
old state. Big old state.
Any other recs on this side of the table?
Okay, well, since nobody else is going, I'm going to recommend the game that has taken over my life, News Tower.
Mhm.
I talked about it earlier in the show. It's basically a management sim where you have to run a newspaper in 1930s New York. It's really fun. It's really cute. It definitely highlights the idea that being a good journalist is very hard, very not financially rewarding work. This is very funny. I learned the pivot to video lesson the very hard way, where I was getting upset that I had a very profitable paper. All of my employees were getting paid, but I was getting upset because I was missing out on even higher quality stories because I didn't have a photographer. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go unlock the photographer and hire a photographer, and I'll be able to do those things. Unaware that when you hire a photographer, you also have to hire somebody to process the photo in the darkroom and someone to process the photo chemically.
Mhm.
And so like this one thing turned into like this successive purchase of like all of these other things that wound up bankrupting me. And I had to think
this sounds like my job. I don't want to play
did this just pivot to,
Yeah.
did I just pivot to video and fail? Oh my God. It's really fun. And I have like bankrupted.
And then you find out the subscription numbers from the people who had pictures were artificially inflated.
Possibly. But then, I'm trying, there are all different kinds of things where you can like appease the mob or the mayor's office and they'll give you perks or whatever. And so I'm trying to do this as ethically and as true to life as I would in real life. So I'm trying to run the paper where I'm not taking any deals. I'm not taking out any loans either.
Hard mode.
Yeah, extreme hard mode. It's self-imposed. And we're doing okay at the moment, but it's a really cute, fun game that was very obviously made by Europeans, even though it's very firmly set in New York because they had like a 60,000 number and it was a period instead of a comma. I'm like, caught the European. Unless there's like something like back in the 1930s, we used to abbreviate big numbers with periods instead of commas. I don't know.
No, you're
But
good.
yeah. So it's a really fun game. It's out now on Steam. It's worth your time. It has a great jazzy soundtrack. It's a lot of fun.
All right.
I wanted to have a thing where like your photographer has to photograph the 30s equivalent of Spider-Man. But
Yeah.
it's like one of those golden age heroes that just looks really flumpy and
Right.
skinny, with like a big hood that's just like too big for their
The
face.
Phantom.
The stories you write are like stories taken from real life. So it's in the 30s. So you've got like the Smoot-Hawley tariffs and the stock market crashing and all of like real things and like Dracula premieres. So I can imagine something like that. Batman debuts or whatever is one of the headlines.
They're Dutch, the studio.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Frank, you got any recs?
Yeah, I'm going to recommend the book Lucky That Way by Brad Freger, which I found really inspirational.
One man's
helping me
inspiring
to,
journey about seizing the moment.
It has a foreword by Orson Scott Card, so you know it's good. And,
Oh.
and I just opened it up, and the first thing I read just now, this just happened, is then Dick chimed in. So,
Oh boy.
figure out what that means.
You want to know about the dick chime? You got to check out this book. I would like to recommend that if you enjoyed this podcast, you go ahead and review us on iTunes or Spotify or wherever. Subscribe to us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/insertcredit or sponsor an episode by writing to me at show@insertcredit.com. You can join our community at forums.insertcredit.com or watch the show yourself on youtube.com/insertcreditshow. Buy Demon School now. You can find Ash Parish out and about.
The Video Game History Foundation winter fundraiser is right now, gamehistory.org/donate.
That's right. This episode was edited by Esper Quinn, and the music was made by Kurt Feldman, who also made a bunch of cool music for Demon School. So if you like the music here, check out that game.
And then review it on Steam. You have instructions, everyone.
You have all your instructions. Now go do them. I'm Alex Jaffe.
I'm Frank Cifaldi.
I'm Ash Parrish.
I'm Brother Sheffield.
And go fuck yourself.
What a call to action.
That's calling back to that autoeroticism we were talking about earlier.
Exactly, yeah.
Zing.
Boo, whip.